Alrighty. All fucking righty. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for video number two. Video number two. Not taking a dump, but it's video number 2. This time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are in my pants. Down in the description box, and as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell, slap it like it's your mama, and that's all I gotta say, pretty much about that. Tap the bell, turn on all notifications so you never, ever miss a goddamn fucking upload. That's simple as that. Alright, video number 2 going on right now. Thank you all for joining me on this late Friday night. February the 11th, 2022, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it is now February the 12th, 2022. Happy birthday to Abraham fucking Lincoln. It's Lincoln's birthday, as of right now, but later on it will be. But it is what it is. I think it's a federal holiday, so no mail today. Tomorrow, I don't think. I didn't get any mail today, but it is what it is. But my In This Moment shirt is in transit. It's in New York. It's in the Metro New York area, so I may get it tomorrow. But they said it should be here by Monday, by 9 o'clock Monday. But usually I get my packages pretty early, so after before the when the missus gets up, I have to remind her to leave the gate to our house open, because we have it locked, so I gotta keep it open in case the postman comes with my package. So I have to have that there so I can get my package, so I can do my unbagging later on Monday, after I do my Valentine's Day festivities with the missus, of course. Gotta go. I have a nice romantic lunch, all reserved. I'm going to a nice fancy Italian restaurant, about 25 minutes away from me. I'm gonna do that, and then I should have my package at my front door by the time we get back, and then before I do my unbagging, it's Valentine's Day, so I gotta, get the business done, if you know what I mean. Gotta go a few rounds, and if I'm not too tired, I'll do the unbagging after that. I'm gonna get ready for Monday Night Raw, the Valentine's Day edition. That should be fun. On Sci-Fi. Bet it does a 1.2. Like this week did a 1.3. And we'll see what happens with all that. But yeah, so I doubt I'll get it tomorrow. I'll be surprised if I get it tomorrow morning or sometime during the day tomorrow. I doubt I'll get it Sunday, but most likely they did say Monday by 9 o'clock. So who knows? But we'll see what happens with that. All right, in the description box below, after I edit this baby up, will be my AEW Dynamite review from earlier tonight. Had a pretty good chat. Great talk. Excuse me for a second. Great talk, great chat, and all that other good stuff. So check it out. After the video goes up, after I edit it up, give me like a few minutes after I end the video and then edit it up a little bit. And it'll be there, so you can watch that later on tonight, this evening, or tomorrow, or whenever you want. We got that. I did play a video. I didn't play a video. But I played audio of the new single by the Hexens, which is Ash Costello of New Year's Day, her side project. It's called The Hexens, and the video, well, not the video, the single is called All the Roses. I played the entire song, and guess what? I got copyright claimed by the publishing company, as I knew I would. So I had to edit it, and I muted the audio. So basically, my intro telling you about the song was worthless. But I will say this: go watch the video for All the Roses on YouTube, and it's called The Hexens, or The Haxans, or not Hexens, Hexans. It's The Haxans, Haxans. Something like that. But just type in All the Roses, you should find it. It's an awesome song from an awesome person like my sweetheart, Ash Costello. That's all I gotta say about that. So check that out. Sucks that I had to mute the fucking song for copyright purposes. Fucking YouTube! What it is, what it is. And that's it. Alright. There, we got a couple people, watching so far at 1:58 in the morning, and well, there goes the douchebags coming in. Right, you're gone. Sadly, I don't have my mods here, so no, Lauren and Nick, they're not here at the moment, so I have to get rid of the mods by myself. So it is what it is. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Yeah. Idiots talking about my dead brother-in-law. Don't worry, your karma's coming to you pretty soon, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, we got Felicia in the chat. What's up, Felicia? How you doing, girl? What's going on? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Rose is doing pretty good. She is sleeping right now. We were resting and talking. We didn't get any business done. That was earlier. You know, we had a long after I did the AEW review. We went out with the family for dinner, and I didn't get back to right before Rampage went on the air. And then I watched Rampage, and then I was checking out my good buddy ZTB's stream. Then I went to Leon's stream. I was on J-Man's stream with, well, not on the panel, I was in the chat. So I did that. I was bouncing around live videos. I was checking out Joe Cronin's stream, which I'm watching at the moment. Doing this video, I'm watching it at the same time, because I can multitask, unlike you motherfuckers. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But I'm doing alright. Other than that, there's a little jerky. Yeah. I don't care how many, you got 6,000 accounts, so I'm just gonna keep blocking them. So, you're of no concern to me, sir, Mr. Coat, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. Or as I say, the scrot, because he has a small scrotum. But anyway, I'm doing all right. Just was a little depressed earlier in the evening. That's it. But I'm in good spirits now. I'm talking to some good peeps, and that's pretty much it. Hope you're doing great, Felicia, and hope you have a great weekend. Valentine's Day weekend is upon us now, and hope you have a great weekend and a great Valentine's Day. That's all I gotta say about that. All right. We got Kenny in the chat. Kenneth. Well, I'm not gonna say his last name for purposes. Kenny's in the chat. Kenny from used to be on whose channel. And that guy's still complaining, by the way. He's still complaining. been off for 3 days now. He puts up a community post. I've been dealing with false flags. Karma, bitch. And not for me, because I don't watch his crappy videos anymore. But you know, my spies send me things. So I tell you, dumb fuck trolls. The prophecy's always watching. And what happens? Karma comes and bites you. Ain't biting me, ain't biting anybody else in the prophecy, so that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, Kenny's in the chat. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? I know you're still friends with that schmuck, but that's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't watch that guy. And I personally don't give two craps about that. Give me 1 second. But alright, never mind. Something wrong with my scroll bar is not working here, but it's fine. But I'm doing but anyway, now I can't get the chat out, but now I can't see myself because now the fucking chat bar is gone. Alright, there we go. It should fade now. Just have to play around with the because I'm on the phone, so I don't use StreamYard that much anymore. There we go, and it fades to black. No, get that. Alright, so anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. Had a great night. Great day. It was pretty warm here in the Northeast. 55 degrees today. It's 48 now. Wow. At 2:03 in the morning, it is 48 degrees. It feels like spring. But it's not. It's still in the, we're getting near the end of winter. We got another few weeks left before the actual start of spring. Since that fucking hedgehog, said we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. We're getting some snow, late tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Not even much. Like a freaking dusting and coating of snow here in New York, but it'll be gone by Sunday, by Monday or Tuesday. Well, really by Tuesday or Wednesday, because it's gonna warm back up to 64 degrees on Thursday. Too bad I gotta work, but it is what it is. And then Friday is gonna be like 55, and then drop again, but not too much. It's not gonna be like 25 degrees like it's gonna be on Valentine's Day. So it's gonna be 40 degrees on Saturday, and then get back up to 50 by President's Day, so not much of a winter we had here, huh? Only that one big storm. That's it. We were like 9, 10 inches of snow. That was it. Everything else, not much. But we got a few more weeks of winter, so who knows? But it is what it is. But wherever you may be, I hope you're having a great day. You had a great day. You're having a great late night. You're watching me, so it is what it is. So got that. Alright, let me just do that. Alright, on this late, pretty late, Friday night, don't forget to check out my AEW Dynamite review down below in the gobbledygook. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage reviews for February the 11th, 2022. Right here on the Killer of Demons channel. Thank you all for watching. Alright, so, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time, because I'm kind of tired and I want to go to bed. So I'm going to breeze through these reviews pretty quick. And when else is new, I get a fucking notification. Okay. No, it was just Chase just saying what's up. What up, Chase? And that's pretty much it. Chase is back. He's kind of back. He did a couple of videos now post surgery and on his back. So he's in recovery now for the next 6 weeks or so. But he's doing a live reaction to that stupid Elimination Chamber pay-per-view next Saturday. I might be on it. I don't think I probably won't be on the panel, because I got things to do. But I'll probably be in the chat. I doubt I'll be able to be on the panel, but we'll see what happens with that. All right. But check him out. Check out Chase's stream, Chase's channel, and Chase's stream next Saturday. I may or may not be on there. I'm not sure yet. Gotta see what happens during the weekend. Next weekend, I should say. All right. Anyway. All right. So let's talk about some wrestling tonight. Some good, some bad. Some bad tonight. Smackdown sucked. What else is new? Not really that much. Good main event with Charlotte and Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title. Bad ending to the match, but still in between a pretty damn good match. Naomi worked her ass off. But still the ending to the match. Well, not the ending. I mean, the aftermath of the match kind of was stupid, and you knew what was going to happen after that anyway. But other than that, SmackDown stunk, and Rampage was pretty decent. Not great, but decent. Well, better of the two shows. And that's that. All right, so let's get to Rampage because it's the better of the two shows. All right, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. All right, so once again, Rampage emanated from the Atlantic City Boardwalk Arena in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yeah, I got allergies at the wazoo still. So we got that. So once again, Rampage was from Jersey. And the main event was Jurassic Express defending the AEW Tag Team Championship against the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, with Mr. Asshole himself, Billy Gunn, with them. We also saw the man, we have to send for him, the man, Hook, in action. We also had the good doctor, Dr. Britt Baker, GMG, baby, in action. And we also had the Young Bucks in action. So we'll get to that. Blah, blah, blah. Another douchebag. I hope you're... it is what it is. Want to keep talking about the dead? I don't care. Your dead relatives are rotting in hell too, so... But my brother's in heaven, so... So you can suck my dick, and you can suck his too. That's all I can say about it. Alright, so let's get into it. We had our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Taz, Red Hook brother. We also had Chris Jericho on commentary, and the FTW champion himself, Ricky Starks, as always. So we begin the night with our first match of the night, the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson, they came out with Brandon, that stooge. They take on Roppongi Vice, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero. They came out with, hey, Mr. Orange Cassidy. It was a pretty decent match. Not a, typical Bucks match with some flippity-dippity doos. I'm not going to go into much of it, but it's also with Roppongi Vice in control, which leads to the Bucks going up the ramp. I was like, "Oh, this match is over already." So they go up to the top of the ramp, and then Beretta and Romero give chase, but then they get super kicked by the Bucks. They bring it back down to the ring. Matt Jackson rams Rocky headfirst into the turnbuckle. Then they start working on Rocky for a little bit. They stop Beretta from tagging in. Nick bounces off the ropes with help from his brother, crashes into Roppongi Vice. And then Orange Cassidy looks on, and the Bucks want a piece of him. So I don't know why the Elite and the Best Friends, give me a hug, are still freaking feuding. I don't understand why. But it is what it is. Alright, then they go to the outside. Orange Cassidy looks on. The Bucks want a piece of him. Like I said, Cassidy's like, hey, I don't want no trouble here. And he goes. Then he hides. He rolls under the ring. And the Bucks are like, what the fuck's going on here? So then we see him go like this underneath the ring. The Bucks like, fuck this. They pull him out. They think it's him, but it's Mr. Danhausen. Mr. Danhausen comes out and he curses the Bucks as Roppongi Vice does tope suicidas on them. That was funny. That's that. And they continue to fight in the ring. A lot of more topes and stuff like that. They go back and forth, lots of near falls. We're getting near the end of the match. Rocky and Matt are now beating the crap out of each other, blow for blow. Nice back heel kick by Rocky, followed up with Slice Blade. Oh, he tries to go from Slice Blade number 2. Gets countered by Matt. Matt is looking for a power driver. Rocky counters into a 1925 roller for a near fall. Trent tries to apply the strong zero pin. Since once he's the legal man on Matt, gets bumped into as the match keeps going on. Then the Bucks go for the Meltzer driver. They hit it, but the pin is denied as I believe it was Rocky Romero stops it. Actually no, it's Trent stopped the pin, but the Bucks come back, hit the BTE trigger on Rocky Romero. 1, 2, 3. They get the win in exactly 14 goddamn minutes. So there you go. Another win for the Elite. The Elite. The Elite. Baby! So we get that. Alright, so the Bucks win. And on match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Orange Cassidy hits Brandon Cutler, that stupid stooge, with the orange punch. Then the Bucks come in. They super kick him. Beretta gets in. The Bucks leave in a huff. And he's looking at them like, oh, you want to fight me? Come on, let's go. But Trent Beretta, you forgot to look behind you as Jay fucking White, the Switchblade, please with the Switchblade. Jay White comes in, making his actual debut, in-ring debut. Well, not fighting in-ring debut, but in the ring. Comes up from behind Trent and hits the Blade Runner on Trent. Knocks him the fuck out. And thanks for coming, Trent Beretta. That's it. So next week we got Trent Beretta taking on Jay White in his AEW in-ring debut next Friday night at a special start time of 7 o'clock. Now, why is it 7 o'clock, you may ask? Well, the NBA All-Star Game is next week, and then nobody's going to watch. Well, the festivities, so the actual All-Star Game, I think, is next Sunday. Nobody cares about that. But the skills competition and the Celebrity All-Star Game, that's next week on TNT. I think it starts at 8 o'clock, so that's going to... So Rampage is going to be preempted till 7 o'clock, which is now going to be a lead-in to a taped Smackdown next week. Smackdown's not live next week. It is taped because they're going to be in Saudi Arabia, of course. So we got that. So a tape show leads into another tape show. So I can only imagine what the ratings will be. But I think SmackDown will win anyway because it's, it's at 8 o'clock and it's a lead-in from Rampage at 7. So we'll see what happens with that. That's it. All right. So the Bucks win. Jay White comes in and lays out Trent Beretta with a Blade Runner, and then they face off next week in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. Get that. Alright, after that we go to Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs at the commentary table. Ricky reveals next Friday night, Dante Martin will face Will Hobbs in a Face of the Revolution qualifying match. That's the third match. As Wednesday night it'll be Wardlow. Who's he taking on? I forget who Wardlow's taking on. Some schmuck, I think. But, yeah. Wardlow's probably going to win. He's going to be in the match. I think Dante Martin's going to beat Will Hobbs next Friday. And he'll be in the ladder match. I don't know how many people are going to be actually in the entire ladder match. I think it's 5 or 6 people. But we already got Keith Lee in there. We're going to get Wardlow, and we're going to get Dante Martin. and see what happens with that. All right, so I gave well, I didn't really rate that. It was just an announcement. Look at that. All right, then we go to the back with Tony Baloney, the legend. Wait for it, legendary Tony Baloney Schiavone. He's with the second inductee to the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame, Bryan Danielson. Yes. So he's there. Danielson says he's aware of Moxley teaming up with Punk from Dynamite this past Wednesday night. As far as he's concerned, it's a one-time deal, but that doesn't mean his offer with Moxley is different than Punk's little offer with Moxley. It's totally different, he says. And what he's offering is a long-term relationship with Moxley. Then Lee Moriarty, and whoop, I didn't want to do that. Hit the wrong button. Sorry that. What a schmuck. Anyway, so Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal come in. Sydal has some issues with what Danielson said a few weeks ago about. Let me just make sure that. Okay, move on. So Sydal takes some issues with Danielson for what he said a few weeks back about recruiting Lee Moriarty. Danielson gives Sydal his props as a coach, but that Lee needs to learn about some ultimate violence and brutality. So they jaw-jack a little bit, and then Lee Moriarty steps in, sets up to Danielson, says, if you want to see some violence, I'll show you some violence this Wednesday night on Dynamite. Oh, shit. But it's not a hardcore match. We're going to see some violence, but I doubt any hardcore, but we'll see. But, yeah, so Danielson smiles at him. He's like, ooh, good job stepping up to me. That's what I like from a young prospect like you. Not that young, but we've seen him before in House of Glory, so. And a pretty good match with Bobby Fish a couple weeks ago. So we'll see what happens Wednesday night on the program. Danielson versus Lee Moriarty for the first time ever. And what may be a ultimate violence and brutality match. Which is right up my alley. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty damn good. Alright, then we go to match number 2. Women's action. We got the good doctor, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, taking on a newcomer called Robin Renegade, who makes her Rampage debut. Really nothing to see here. I thought this would be a little short match for the Doctor, but hey, give credit to Miss Robin Renegade. She comes back, hits John Woo! Followed by double knees to the face of Britt. She goes up to the top turnbuckle, connects with a big frog splash on the champ, gets a near fall out of that. Then she picks up Britt, tries for a suplex. Britt counters out of it with a gator roll. Then a thrust kick to the face, or kick to face. Then an elbow strike to Britt's face, followed by a fisherman's neck breaker. Robin's face, followed by a fisherman's neck breaker. And then right after that, it was all said and done. She hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. The good doctor picks up the win in about 7 minutes. And that's it. Rebels at ringside. As always, Reba, whatever you want to call it. So, Britt Baker gets an easy win. Not a jobber type win, but pretty much an easy win for herself. And I'm not sad. I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Britt does some more damage, locks this Hammernager in the lockjaw. And then Thunder Rosa! Yay! Not that Rosa, of course. Thunder Rosa comes running down the ramp for the save, lays out Rebel, and then starts beating down Britt Baker with some ground and pound. But it doesn't last long as Jamie Hayter comes in for the save. Then she takes over on Thunder Rosa. And then Mercedes Martinez comes down for a 2-on-1 beatdown. Or so we thought. But she pressed... Get a life, dude. Fucking asshole. How many accounts do you have? Like 6 million? Of course you do, Steve Coat, you fucking asshole. Fucking fat fuck. But anyway, so Mercedes Martinez comes down, and they try for a 2-on-1 beatdown, but then Mercedes pushes Jamie Hayter out of the way. She gets in on her in the action. Then Jamie Hayter gets right back in the face of Mercedes Martinez. They start jaw-jacking a little bit because they're going to be fighting on next Friday night, I believe. And then Britt Baker has to keep the ladies away from beating the crap out of each other for now. So we'll see what happens with that. So we get that. So Wednesday night we got no disqualification match between Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa. Should be some hardcore brutality in that match too. We get that. We move on. Alright, match number 3, we got the man! We sent for him, Hook, as he takes on Mr. QT Marshall Knott's star pupil, Blake Lee. That's L-I, not L-E-E. Blake Lee. And Hook does what he does best. Wins again. He wins with the red rum. In about 3:15. Not 3:16, but 3:15. He gets another win. He stays undefeated on Rampage, which is basically his show. So that was it. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Great part of the match where Blake Lee tried to jump at Hook, and Hook went, I'm out of here. He basically did a Samoa Joe. You know, when he's like, oh, he comes on top of, I'm out of here. Please. So let me take this hoodie off. Because I'm fucking hot. But you knew that already, right, ladies? And gentlemen? Because you're on my dick so much. Anyway, but we move on from there. Alright, so that's that for that match. Alright, then we go to the main event. Well, before we had the interviews with Bismarck Henry. We had that. Then we go to the main event for the AEW World Tag Team Belts. Luchasaurus and Jungle Man Jack Perry taking on Colton and Austin Gunn. We had Christian at ringside and I'm an asshole! Billy Gunn at ringside. Pretty good match, back and forth match. They went. I'm not going to get into most of it because I got loads of things to do. But we get near the end of the match. Austin gets Jungle Boy in the ring as we got a Jungle Boy ends up doing a dive between the ropes and accidentally hits Luchasaurus in the back. Oops. Austin gets he hits some move. The quick draw on the floor. Brings Jungle Boy in the ring, goes to the pin. Christian stops Austin using the legs by accident. And then him and Billy Gunn go at it. Billy Gunn throws him into the steps. Then he gets on the apron. RBO's like, get down, you asshole! Blah, blah, blah. Well, in the ring, there's a pin attempt made. Joe Boy somehow kicks out at 2.999999. And then Luchasaurus grabs on the legs of Colton to take him off the apron. He chokeslams him into the fans. Oh boy. Doesn't it suck to be in the crowd sometimes? I should know. Because I almost got Michael Elgin in my lap one time. Back in 2012 at Final Battle 2012. That was the first goddamn match and I lost my soda at the same time. But, yeah, and Rosa was next to me. I had to protect Rosa, protect my soul at the same time, and, not get Michael Elgin in my lap. So, I lost on all 3 of those. Well, 2 of those, I should say. Lost my soda. And I kind of failed I protected Rosa, because that's what I do. But, because I'm a real man, unlike you motherfuckers. And, that's, pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, and then Michael Elgin almost came into my lap. Thankfully there was a barricade there. But for Colton Gunn and for all you people in the front row, sorry, you lose. Hopefully nobody got hurt. And nobody got hurt. Or so we think. I don't know. But anyway, after that, Christian Cage, who's outside the ring, connects with a spear on Billy Ass Gunn. As in the ring, Jungle Boy connects with the kill switch of almost kill switch on Austin. 1, 2, 3. They retain the belts in just a little over 11 minutes. All right, so they retain the belts. Match was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that ends a pretty decent episode of Rampage. And that's it. So I gave Rampage 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So next week, the big match next week on Rampage is Jay White's AEW in-ring debut against Trent Beretta. I think you know who's gonna win that. Obviously, Jay White. What's up? Sorry, Lauren, your boy Trent Beretta's a freaking jobber, but it is what it is. Even though he beat, who'd he beat? He beat Nick Jackson like 2 weeks ago. Whoop-de-doo, it's Nick Jackson. Nothing wrong with that, but, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, he's gonna get killed next week by the Switchblade. That's pretty much it. Can't wait for that. Like I said, Rampage next week at 7 o'clock on TNT. And then it leads right into Smackdown on Fox. It's taped. So, 3 hours of taped television. And that's pretty much it. Excuse me. Alright, so we get that. Alright, now, we're going to end off this little shindig with your Smackdown review. Alright, so Smackdown came your way live from the Smoothie King Center. Nice name for an arena. In New Orleans. That's New Orleans, Louisiana for you retards at home. And this week, commentary team is Michael Cole and Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave taking over for Pat McAfee. I guess he had the week off. I don't know. Well, I think oh, that's right. Pat McAfee's in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. That's right. So we had Corey Slave and Michael Cole, and nobody gave a fuck. So we had that. All right. So SmackDown was not that great, but pretty decent main event of Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Naomi. Then we had some other things going on. We had a sit-down interview with Michael Cole and our tribal chief. We must acknowledge him, like you have to acknowledge me, because I'm your tribal king. He's the tribal chief, I'm your tribal king of extreme, your tribal god as well. That's right, ladies. So we get that. So we had a sit-down interview with Michael Cole and Roman Reigns. Then Michael Cole and Goldberg. And you know, both of them were not in the same room, as obviously they're in the same arena, but not in the same room. But that's that. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But all in all, the rest of SmackDown was kind of weird segments, corny as fuck matches. And that's that. All right, so we begin SmackDown with a recap of the Hot Rod. Ronda Rousey picking Charlotte to be her opponent at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then breaking Sonya Deville's arm in the process. It sucks to be you. Speaking of Sonya Deville, with one arm, Natalya, she's in the ring, her arms in a sling, obviously. She says she's tired of people disrespecting my daughter. And she says there will be consequences for Ronda Rousey and Naomi's actions, or for people like Ronda and Naomi. Therefore, she says she has requested from the higher-ups that Ronda Rousey be fined $100,000 and suspended indefinitely. So basically, Ronda gets the Brock Lesnar treatment. But that doesn't last long, as Adam Pearce, the other member of the Authority, he comes out and says, no, Sonya, no, that's not right. You cannot do that. So he takes out his phone and says, well, the chairman of the board just emailed me, and you actually see what he wrote, which is funny. I thought it was like, hey, I'm reading from the notepad on my Microsoft Word app. What is this? What, we're gonna get the anonymous GM? Yeah, Hornswoggle's gonna be writing emails now. Anyway, so Adam Pearce reads a response by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and the email says that Vince doesn't like someone abusing their authority. Hypocrite. So not only is the request denied, but if Sonya gets involved in the SmackDown Women's Championship match, her job will be in serious jeopardy, meaning she will be fired. So we got that. Then Naomi comes out, she gets in the ring, says, well, Mr. McMahon said that you can't touch me, but I can touch you. Smack right in the face. And that's that. Sonya's like, get me some security! You deserved it, bitch. But it is what it is. I don't understand why this feud is still going on 6 months later. 6 months this fucking feud's going on. Where's the fucking endpoint? Oh yeah, WrestleMania, right? So we gotta go another month. 7 goddamn fucking months with this fucking bullshit. And you know Naomi's gonna win at WrestleMania, obviously. Thankfully it'll be over at WrestleMania, but it's fucking way too long. You want long feuds? Go talk to Kevin Steen about that. Okay? Because he went a whole year and a half, really 2 years, with Generico. Or Sami Zayn, for you dumb people that don't know who he is. Even though they're different people. Because Generico is a Max guy that steals Mexican orphans from the Mexican orphanage in Mexico. And Sami Zayn is just some guy. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Nobody cares about that. Excuse me. I need a drink really bad right now. Even though I drank rum and coke at dinner, I need another one. I need a stiff drink, like a stiff... Never mind. Stiff titty, you know. But I have a big stiff dick for my girlfriend, but it is what it is. And for you ladies out there. Because I got a big super stiff dick, unlike other people we know. But I digress, and you can't prove that, you know, you always say, oh, you got a tiny dick, your girlfriend said that to us. Yeah. Flapper. No proof, as usual. But I digress. Just ask your mom how big my dick is. But I digress. Anyway, so we get that. So I gave that first segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens in the main event between Charlotte Flair and Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Alright, after that we get a look back at Kofi Kingston! And Big E, the New Day, taking out Los Lotharios. They ruined their Valentine's Day photo shoot. Then they had a match last week, which the New Day obviously won. And as always on SmackDown, we get rematch of Palooza. Every goddamn week on Raw and SmackDown, fucking rematches. Because WWE Creative is uncreative about being creative, as we all know. So we get this fucking rematch. We had, before the match, Los Lotharios talked to Caleb Braxton. Blah, blah, blah. They really didn't care. Then they come out, they do the kiss cam. And some lovely lady... Probably from NXT, because it wasn't from, a local girl from New Orleans, even though it might have been a whore, I don't know. But she looked pretty nice. And she gets a double kiss from the Latin lovers. But what does Angel Garza's pregnant wife think about that? I'd be mad if my husband-to-be and the father of my baby is kissing all the chicks. Right, but hey, they're Latin lovers. Like, you know, I was the Hollywood bad boy, the man with the super dick. Back in my old XWF days, but you know, in real life too. I'm your Italian lover. Rosa knows that firsthand, and she's been with me for 14 goddamn years. But I'll digress. All right, So we get that. Anyway, match was back and forth. And then they start beating down on Big E. They take advantage. Angel rips off his pants, as usual, making the ladies hot and wet in their panties. Blah, blah, blah. Angel hits a backstabber, sends Big E outside for a moonsault. And then the legs smack Big E right in the head, knocking him out. Then another moonsault by Humberto on Kofi gets a near fall. But Kofi comes right back with Trouble in Paradise. He tries for a tornado DDT out of the corner. Garza slips off. That's the same Kenny? I don't know if that's the same Kenny, but whatever. If that's the same Kenny, then hello, Kenny, again. I know you found out from Prince Idol, but it is what it is. Prince Idol's a good guy. So big ups to Prince Idol. And that's all I can say about that. Alright, so Garza slips out of the move and stacks up Kofi with a really shit pin. But he gets the win. They pick up a shocking win. Match lasted 10 minutes and 24 seconds. Alright, so Los Lotharios get the win back from last week. But pretty decent match. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. What are you going to do? So the Latin Lovers get the win over the New Day. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back with Megan Moran. She's with the Viking Raiders, or War Machine, Eric and Ivar. They're about to talk about their match coming up at the Elimination Chamber for the Smackdown Tag Team belts. Then the Usos come in, beat the shit out of them. That's all I gotta say about that. I hope the Usos win, but I think the Usos will win and then lose at WrestleMania. To who? I don't care. But their long title reign is gonna come to an end. But that's all I gotta say about that. It is. Kenny says it is, but I don't. You know, as long as you're respectful, I won't have to kick you. But it is what it is. So be nice or get the fuck out. Then you can suck my dick on the way out. But I digress. So we get that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a look back at Goldberg returning and challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal title at the Elimination Chamber. So we get that. Then we go to Mitchell Cole with a sit-down interview with Roman, and my name is Paul Heyman. So, neither of them are worried. Okay, I'll get to that, the comments in a minute. Neither of them seem really worried with Goldberg. Roman says that if he was in WCW, when Goldberg had his 173-0 winning streak before he lost to Kevin Nash, of course, WCW would still be in business, possibly, even though Roman was like, what is he, like 30-something now? It was like 20-some years ago. He'd be like 15? I don't know about that, Roman, but if you were like 30, like 20-something in WCW days, back during the late, the Attitude Era, yeah, maybe WCW would still be in business, or if you came around in like 2001, then yeah, maybe you could say that, but right now, probably not. But anyway, there we see a clip of Goldberg squashing Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series 2016 in about 90 seconds. Remember that? We all remember that. Roman laughs and says that's old news. Doesn't think much of the idea that Goldberg could probably do the same thing to him. And then Michael Cole mentions that this match should have happened 2 years ago at WrestleMania, but since COVID hit, Roman was immunocompromised, so he was out for 5-6 months almost. Then he came back at SummerSlam, and then won the Universal title from Bray Wyatt. He's been the head of the table for 2 years now. Almost 2 years, I should say. It's on a long streak, 500 and some odd days. I lost count. But anyway, He says he wants to slap Goldberg right in the face and basically get him out of here again. Then he says he has the most epic line of the night. And then Roman was like, "That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler." And then Roman gets right in the camera's face. He says, "I'm gonna Goldberg. What that means, I have no idea. But I would love for Roman to squash Goldberg in 90 seconds. That would be great. I would mark the hell out. I'm like, bye! Bye, Bill! Go to your fucking wife, engage! Get the fuck out of here! And don't come back! Because this is gonna be his last match, supposedly. But knowing Vince, they'll bring Goldberg back sometime at the next Saudi Arabia event because, the blood money, of course. So Goldberg will probably be back. Nobody cares. But yeah, Roman's gonna beat the shit out of Goldberg, go to WrestleMania, maybe title for title with Brock. I hope he beats Brock and unifies the title, gets rid of the fucking Universal title, because that's garbage. Unify the title, make it one goddamn belt, or bring back the WCW World title, the big gold belt, bring that shit back, and then dump both titles in the garbage can. I hate the WWE title. I hate the Universal title, the fucking blueberry belt. And then the WWE title is basically the licorice belt. The black licorice belt, or the chocolate belt, if you want to think about that. I mean, it doesn't matter what flavor licorice you like. I personally like chocolate and cherry and strawberry Twizzlers, the red rope licorice kind. Not that other shit, but it is what it is. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. We'll hear from Goldberg a little bit later. But Roman's promo, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we get a recap of Aaliyah and Natalya. Aaliyah beating Natalya not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. We all remember the 3:17, 3 seconds, 3 minutes, 17-second match. Shortest pin in WWE history. So they're having a 4th match, and this is a pinfall submission-only match, dungeon-style match, as Natalya calls it. This match was garbage. 2 minute 40-second suckfest. So now, they go at it. Natalya locks Aaliyah in the sharpshooter. Aaliyah tries to get to the ropes for a rope break. That doesn't work in a dungeon match. And then Aaliyah had a tap out because there's no disqualification, no count out, stuff like that. So Aaliyah taps out, so Natalya gets the win. Nobody gave a flying fuck about it. And I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. After the match, Natalya continues to beat her down, and then the Protector, Xia Li, comes in and beats the shit out of her. And then sends Natalya back to catering. Get out of here! And that's it. Alright, then we get a Black History Month video narrated by The Rock, talking about his dad, Rocky Johnson. That was pretty nice, because it is Black History Month after all. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, after that, we go to the ring. We have Sami Zayn and his Insane segment, which talk show, whatever the fuck it is. But first, we see Johnny Knoxville at a merchandise store. He wrecks the entire merchandise thing of Sami Zayn. A picture, he writes "loser" on a picture of Sami Zayn. Then he takes a shirt that says what does it say? Sammy Forever or something like that. He takes it and throws it in a wood chipper and it shreds it to pieces. So we go back to Sammy. Sammy says he's on the bigger and better things, like getting his Intercontinental title back, because he has that title shot against Shinsuke Nakamura. And that really doesn't sit well with the crowd. And he says the boring doesn't work on a podcast. It's a podcast? Anyway, Sami Zayn then promises some vegan Creole recipes for later on. Okay. Then he brings out his special guest, Shinsuke Nakamura, the IC champ, who still hasn't defended that belt since September. Still a champ for like over a year now. Defended it really once. That's sad, but I digress. Alright, he comes out with the man playing his electric twanger, Rick Boogs. Let me get that. Sammy promises to take the title next week. And the score's already out. I'm not going to tell you who wins because I didn't really read most of it. But the only thing I will say, Goldberg and Roman have a face-to-face in the ring. Nothing happens. That's all I'll say. But next week, Shinsuke defends the belt against Sami Zayn. We get that. So Nakamura asked if Sammy saw the movie Jackass Forever, which is out now. I didn't see it yet, but I care less. And Sammy's like, yeah, I saw the movie. So no, so she's gonna go, no, I mean Jackass Defeated. Do we have sushi? No, he said that. It comes out next week. He says, Sammy doesn't think much of Rick Boogs, who basically can lift all the weights he wants. Basically looks like Luigi Mario of the Mario Brothers with a guitar. So Boogs gets offended by that. He reaches for the microphone and I'm like, what the fuck? He gets electrocuted. Oh, we hear the electrocution sound effects. And then he gets electrocuted, shocked, if you will. Sending him down into the corner. He's like, I can't play the guitar. And then Sammy hits the Yakuza kick, what's he call that? The hell of a kick. Lays out both of them. And then that's it. He leaves and like, hey, I'm Sami Zayn, yay. So yeah, a fake electrocution. Great. It would have been nice if we saw some sparks out of that, but that'd been real nice, but you know. I'm a sick bastard, but it is what it is. Alright, so we'll see what happens next week for the Intercontinental title. I hope Sami wins and ends Shinsuke's fucking reign as champ, because it's a horrible fucking reign. 1 year and you only defend the belt once? I wish I had that kind of deal. Good lord. But it is what it is. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we gotta look back at Drew McIntyre, Claymore kicking the crap out of Mad Crap Moss last week. And then the match at the Elimination Chamber was made. Then we go to Mad Crap Moss. In the back, he has a black eye. You know that's makeup, by the way. He has a black eye. And he says he can't be in Happy Corbin's corner this week as Slappy Happy Corbin takes on Cesaro. So we get that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. We get to this match, which lasted 4 goddamn minutes. Horrible fucking match. Corbin wins with the end of days. Just release Cesaro. Can we please get rid of Cesaro? He is garbage right now. From a guy that he was, like about a year or so ago, was in the Universal title match with Roman, got beat, obviously. And now he's a fucking jobber. Again. I don't understand. I don't understand that. What is Vince's fucking fascination with just jobbing Cesaro out? He's like up and down with Cesaro. Can't get the United States title. He wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We think he's going to get the Intercontinental title. Nope. Or the US title. No. Then they put him in the thing with Sheamus as The Bar. That was pretty good. 5-time tag team champions. Then they have this ridiculous fucking 7-match thing with him and Sheamus that went to a draw. That was fucking stupid. And then basically he was like in mid-card hell. Or low to mid-card hell. Basically in catering. He gets with Shinsuke. They win the tag team belts. That's okay and everything, but, you know. Where did it go for Cesaro? Back down. They break them up. After they lose to, I believe they lost to the Street Profits. They break him up. Cesaro goes his merry way again. Then basically he's been bouncing around in mid-card hell. He gets the Universal title shot. Whoop-de-goddamn-do, finally. Gets a fucking world title shot. Does he win? No. Obviously he doesn't. And now where is he? Pretty much in catering. That's it. Just release the guy. Let him go back to Ring of Honor. And then bring Chris Hero with them. to reform the Kings of Wrestling. Or Cesaro should go to AEW and then bring Chris Hero with him. And then, there's a big influx of tag teams. Why not have the Kings of Wrestling there? Why not? Why not have Cesaro, or Claudio Castagnoli, excuse me, and Chris Hero reform the Kings of Wrestling, beat the crap out of the Bucks and every other tag team, win the tag team belts, and hold it for about a year, like they did in Ring of Honor, and then they lost to what did they lose to? I think they lost to the American Wolves. I think they lost to the American Wolves. I was actually at the pay-per-view, or the event, I should say. There wasn't pay-per-view back then. For Ring of Honor. It was an event. I forgot what event it was, but I think it was I forgot if I was in the third row. I wasn't in the front row, I don't think, for that event, but I was thinking in the third row. And they were champions for 364 days, and they lost to I think the American Wolves. That's it. And then gone. Both of them were gone after that. I wish they came back, but it is what it is. Chris Hero's not really doing much of anything lately. Cesaro's just basically in mid-card hell waiting to get released. He should get released. Right after WrestleMania, release the guy. Spring cleaning, get rid of him. And get rid of all the other shit. Let them all go to AEW and then become stars. Like Jay White, not Jay White, sorry, Keith Lee is right now. But does he feel good now in AEW? And that launch thing he did when he launched Isaiah Cassidy into Uncle Phil throws out Jazz on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, excuse me. He actually named the move after that. That was kind of funny. Maybe he calls it the Uncle Phil. I don't know. Whoop. Ah! So we get that. Damn, it's hot in here. My heat finally kicked in. But but I'm hot too, so we'll move on from there. So Corbin gets the win in under 4 minutes. Match was garbage, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, after that, we go to the trainer's room where Madcap Moss gets his eye looked at by the trainer. So they do some tests, and then the doc's like, close your eyes, and then open your eyes, and what do you see? So then we see a sword, and we all know it's Drew McIntyre. So Drew's in there. He knows Moss's eyes okay. He's just makeup and all that shit. He's smart. So Madcap Moss tried to get the match canceled. Not happening. So Drew says your eye is okay. And now our match at the Elimination Chamber is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Should be called a 5-minute suck fest because Drew's gonna whip the living crap out of him. I don't care if Corbin's there. Because that's gonna be WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre and Corbin. That nobody will care about. I hope it's on night 1, not night 2, because nobody will care for it either. So it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we hear from Horseface Charlotte Flair. She's ready to for her match with Naomi. Blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, I need to drink really bad. Because I'm losing my voice. Don't you like that? Anyway. So then we get to the second sit-down interview with Mitchell Cole. This time he's with Oberg. Oberg says he loves... I guess he says I kind of misworded my notes. Says he loves Roman like a brother or something like that. Then he promises that this is a comeback that will bring back the old Goldberg. The unstoppable Goldberg. 173-0. Then Kevin Nash comes out of retirement. Oh, I'm going to beat you again. With Scott Hall's help. With the cattle prod. Let's do it again. Anyway. So he says this is 2 years in the making. He's like 10, 15, 2 years, whatever he said. I don't know. He was being stupid. Roman wasn't around 15 years ago. Dumbass. Anyway, so Goldberg talks about Roman saying that he's gonna Goldberg, but Goldberg promises to make Roman acknowledge him. Right. Okay there, Bill, you're gonna be done in about 2 minutes. So that's how long you last in the match anyway, so it is what it is. So, yeah. So we get that, and it was alright. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of the opening segment with Naomi and Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, of course. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we see Sheamus Fella, who is the honorary starter at the NASCAR race. I think that's the one in Los Angeles that nobody watched. Said Bubba J. That's it. Now we get that. Alright, then we go to the main event, the SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte and Naomi. Sonya Deville can't get involved, and if she does, she gets fired. Or her job is in jeopardy. But, you know, she's gonna get fired. Pretty damn good match. Naomi worked her ass off. Lots of near falls from Naomi. She almost won the match at a couple points. But we get near the end, and we get a sloppy roll-up by Naomi for a near fall. Then she planks Charlotte with a head scissors driver. Then she hits a split-legged moonsault for a near fall. And the fans like, 1, 2, yeah, no. They were all hyped, like, no, it's 3. Then some forearms have Charlotte in trouble. Then a kick to head staggers the champ. She goes for the rear view, which she hit early in the match. She tries again and missed. And then Charlotte beat her with natural selection. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte Flair retained the belt in just under 20 minutes. So we get that. Obviously, Charlotte was going to win. There's no way. You think we're going to get Ronda Rousey and Naomi at WrestleMania? Sure. Only an idiot would think that. And I'm not no idiot. But it is what it is. Alright, so we get that. Damn, I'm about to go to sleep. Alright, so we get that. And that's it. Match was pretty damn good. Probably the match of the night. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, Sonya Deville, who was at ringside, tries to go after Naomi, since after the bell, she can do whatever the fuck she wants, and Vince can't say anything about it. So Charlotte comes in for a kick to face, then really a 1.5 on 2-on-1 beatdown, even though it's 1.5 since Sonya had her, it's basically one-armed. So they beat her up, and then Ronda Rousey comes down and almost slipped on her way down the ring, almost tripped, we almost had a Titus O'Neil thing. Blah, 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 blah. So she almost trips, and I thought if she would have fell, I would have laughed my ass off. But she gets in the ring somehow, and beats down Charlotte. Sonya Deville tries to get involved with her one good arm, but Ronda takes care of her. She tries to break the other arm, but Charlotte pulled her out to safety, and that's it. So that ends SmackDown. So we'll see what happens next week on a taped edition of SmackDown, the go-home show before the Elimination Chamber. And I'll see where Ronda Rousey and Charlotte go from here. And that's pretty much it. So SmackDown was not great, but a lot of people giving it 8s. I don't know what the fuck you were watching. But that's your opinion. But my opinion matters the most. So I gave SmackDown 5.5 out of 10 stars. I thought it wasn't even that great. It wasn't really that good. The main event was great. Other than that, not that much. Not really some good, not good. Not really good stuff. So I gave it pretty much almost right down the middle of that, like Bill Alfonso says. But 5.5 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think of SmackDown and Rampage down in the comments section of the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, ever, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And check out my AEW Dynamite review in the gobbledygook down below. And that's it. Alright, so that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'm about to lose my voice. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I am going to get a drink, then watch a little bit more TV, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I got things to do tomorrow. Even though I had the weekend off, but I got a 3-day weekend. Fridays I'm off. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Sunday, and I'm off Valentine's Day, which is great. But I still get paid on Valentine's Day in more ways than one. That's it. All right. All right. Let's end off with with Kenny. Like I said, it might be the real Kenny. I don't know, but he didn't say anything bad. But anyway, he says, breaking news: Moss versus McIntyre and Ronda, Naomi versus Sonya Deville, and Charlotte Flair. I guess that's next week. Why would Moss and McIntyre happen next week if they're happening at the Chamber? That makes no fucking sense. But this is WWE booking. It's fantastic. But yeah, I haven't seen I haven't seen the entire spoilers for Smackdown. I only know about the Roman Goldberg face to face in the ring, which really no fighting and all that shit. And then they were talking about Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn. That was happening at the time. That was like a couple hours ago. But I haven't read the entire the spoilers yet. So, but I'll read them after the video. But if from what you're saying, Ronda Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Charlotte next week, I could give a shit. It's a taped show. I can care less. And as we all know, go-home shows suck most of the time. But lately for WWE, go-home shows stink. That's it. So next week's not going to be anything pretty, and I could care less. So we'll see what the ratings are going to be for SmackDown and Rampage this week. I assume SmackDown's going to get another 2 million views. Rampage, I think, what did it do last week? 500 and something thousand, I think. I think they may do around the same this week. We'll see. But that's it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I forgot to, well, I said Quince, I'll do it anyway. But, all right, let me just set up here. All right, so I will do my thank yous. It's a new little segment on the show. Near the end of the show, I give my thank yous on Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show. So I will thank the people that came in the chat, and that's pretty much it. So let me just see. Oh, it was really just okay. I got only 2 people, so it is what it is. Anyway, so let's finish off with the thank yous, and that's it. And here we go. Thank you to Kenny for being a cool guy, and that's pretty much it. That's it. All right. Thank you, number 2. And here we go. Thank you to Felicia for being a cool chick. That's it. And our final thank you of the night, and then we're going to bed. And here we go. I'm not going to lick it, of course. Anyway, here we go. Thank you to the trolls for continuing to suck my dick. That's it. That's it. So, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Have a great Valentine's Day weekend, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with my very late Raw review right here on the channel. Sometime early afternoon. Probably around 1, maybe 2 o'clock. I'm going to try to get my Super Bowl predictions out tomorrow as well. But that's not going to be live. That'll be on the TDC Reborn channel on episode 218 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. So I'll do my Super Bowl predictions tomorrow for the big game Sunday night between the Rams and the Bungles. Talk about that for a little bit. Not too long, because I'm not going to watch most of it anyway. I'm only watching the halftime show before Dr. Drizzy, Snoop Diggity Dog, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige. Fuck Kendrick Lamar. And I'm going to watch some of the commercials here and there. And that's pretty much it. And then that's that. And then I'm going to get ready for Valentine's Day, take the missus out for a romantic lunch, and then go a long few rounds with the missus when we come back, and then watch Monday Night Raw, and then go another few rounds with the missus. That's it. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I'll have a great Valentine's Day, have a great weekend and a Valentine's Day. While you motherfuckers jack off to me and my friends in the prophecy, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. That's it. Alright, everybody, 3:07 in the morning, go to fucking sleep, some of you fuckers in the Northeast, and in the Midwest. Go to sleep. If you're on the West Coast, it's after midnight, so if you're having a late night snack, watching TV, it's great, but maybe it might be time to go to bed soon. If you're on the other side of the world, in Japan and Australia, New Zealand, well, happy Sunday to you. Well, happy it's Monday to you. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody in Japan and Australia. And in the eastern part of the world, in that shithole in the UK, but I know I have a lot of good friends in the UK, but the other people can go fuck themselves. So all my friends in Europe and in Africa, well, there are people that watch in Africa. So everybody else in Europe, good morning to you all. It is 8 o'clock in the morning in England and in Italy. Well, Italy is about 10 o'clock because it's 7 hours in Italy, 5 hours in London and France, I believe, too. So top of the morning to you in England and France, and good morning to you in Italy. Buongiorno in Italy. So, for my sexy Italian ladies, buongiorno. And that's all the good shit. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching. Peter Gomez signing off for this late Friday night, almost early Saturday morning here in the Northeast. Thank you for watching. I'm signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cock out, or your pussy, or your titties out. Whatever you prefer, but if you're a guy, don't splash on me. Don't go that way. But it is what it is. And that's it. Rock on, rock hard with your cock out, or your titties, or your pussy out. And if you're not down with that, well, as you all know, the greatest outro in the history of YouTube. If you're not down with that, me and the entire prophecy, which is goddamn real. Oh, it's real, ladies and gentlemen. It is damn real. You don't believe me? Go watch my PJ Rance video on that. Rosemary herself puts her stamp of approval on it. And she's even in the prophecy too, because she's my demon assassin. You don't want to fuck with them. For her, or me, or Nick, Lauren, or anybody else in the prophecy, you don't want to fuck with us. That's all I gotta say about that. But anyway, me and the entire prophecy, if you're not down with that, motherfuckers, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. And all that other good shit. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.